Very good morning and welcome to this Tuesday session of Yog Online. Come to sit comfortably. If you can today, change your seating position, meaning change the cross of your legs or change your posture altogether. Changing the posture helps us to work the knees, the ankles and the joints. Even changing the cross of the legs is perfectly fine. See that your base is firm. Soften the abdomen, lift the sides of the trunk. Lift the armpits and draw the elbows in towards the sides of the trunk and join your palms together. Eyes closed, focus on the breath. We'll begin by chanting Om 3 times. Take a slow, deep breath in. Om. Om. Slowly release your hands. Open your eyes. Place your fingertips on the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Soften the abdomen. Lift the sternum and look up. As you breathe out, release the chin to the chest. And as you release the chin to the chest, hold it there for a few moments. Keep the abdomen soft, but broaden across the chest, broaden across the collarbones, and feel those upper back muscles slide down the back. And come to sit with the legs straight. Sit with the legs straight, keep them hip-width apart. Place your fingertips on the floor, roll the shoulders back. Move your heels away from you and your toes towards you. Now focus on the thighs and open the backs of the knees while the legs are long. Thighs, engage the calves, engage the feet. Slowly fold the legs in for Baddha. Join the soles of the feet. Hold on to your ankles and lift. Lift the trunk, lift the side of the trunk. Don't bring the feet too close. Keep them slightly further away from the perineum, but feel that the legs are soft. Lift the trunk. Maintain the height of the trunk. Maintain the lift of the crown of the head and the lift of the ears. You will find that on a colder day, although you would like to do much more of a physical practice, and you need to, because the body needs to warm up, you'll find that the body doesn't want to. It's difficult. So to sustain the practice, we go for a softer practice, focusing more on the mindful practice, but mentally you know that you haven't missed your practice. So bearing this in mind, breathing in, lift the side of the trunk. As you breathe out, release your hands behind you. And straighten the right leg and fold the left leg in. So remember, this is not Janusudasana. Your right leg is straight, the left leg is out. Now can you focus on the left leg, the left knee moving away from you, and the right thigh pressing down, but with the action of lifting the trunk. This is a basic pose that helps you to refine your sitting poses. It works the hips, it works the knee, and change legs. Straighten the left leg, Fold in the right leg so that the foot of the right leg is against the left thigh. The right knee is turning out to the side. Turn the hip to face forward, the navel and the trunk. Use your fingertips as support. Now engage the left leg, press the thigh of the left leg down, and press the thigh of the right leg down, but the work here is to lift the trunk. Both sitting bones are evenly balanced on the support and sit straight. Us that want to extend our sitting pauses of time to prepare us for meditation and pranayama. These poses are essential. Release, and one more time, straighten out the right leg and fold in the left leg. But this time, place your thumb in between the thigh and the shin. Actually, press it on the inside of the knee. As you fold your leg in, can you move the thumb away from you, lengthening from the inner groin to the inner knee. Maintain this extension of the leg. Feel the release of the hip. Now breathing in, raise up the hip. So although it's a seated pose, you still have the extension of the legs. Both your thighs are extending to give you the stability in the pose. Breathe out and release and change legs. Straighten the left leg. Place your thumb in between the thigh and the shin of the bent leg. Use both your hands if you have to. Now, move the inner knee away from you, lengthening from the inner groin to the inner knee. Feel the thigh extend and press the thigh of the straight leg down as well. With both thighs engaged, breathe in and raise up your arms. A full extension. So feel that both the thighs are actively pressing down, although you're lifting the trunk. Breathe out and release your hands. Extend your legs out once again. And fold your legs in for Baddha Konasana. Keep your feet further away. And now, like you did, put both your thumbs in between the thigh and the shin. Walk your feet in. And now can you stretch from the inner groin to the inner knee of both legs? Feel that the stretch is on the inside of the thigh. And now imagine your fingertips are still there, drawing your knees down. Lift the trunk out of the hips. Gaze forward. And feel the release from the inner knee to the inner groin, and from the inner groin to the inner knee. At this point, can you press your feet firmly together? Drawing your knees down using the strength of your thighs and lifting the trunk. Creating space between the navel and the floor and the sternum and the navel. Release. Place your hands on your feet in as close as possible. You'll find that the height of your knees will increase. So the knees lift. Wrap your fingers around your toes. And the same action again. With the strength of your thighs and the thigh muscle, draw your knees lower. Imagine your fingertip is still there. Your thumb is still inside the knee. Pressing it down while you lift the trunk. This pose will help your sitting poses as well. Keep lifting the trunk as you draw the knees down, as you draw the thighs down. Release your hands and flex your legs. Flex the legs. Maintain the lift of the trunk. Don't collapse the trunk. Keep the sternum lifted. Now, press the right side down and release. Press the right side down as far as you can. Let the left side lift is perfectly fine. And release. Press the right side down and release. Change sides. Now the left. Press the left down, release. Down. If the right side lifts, it's okay. Release. One more time. Press the left down and release. Drawing your feet closer. Lift the trunk. And using the strength of your thigh muscles, draw the knees down as low as possible. And if you can, open your feet like the pages of a book. And it will help you to take the knees down. Lift the trunk, soften the abdomen, lift the chest. So ideally, you should feel this extension from the inner groin to the inner. Stretch out your legs. Stretch out the legs, heels away from you, toes towards you. So preparation for poses is just as important as getting into the pose. Now place your left leg over right and have the same extension of lengthening from the inner groin to the inner knee and draw your thigh down. This is preparation for Padmasana. Lift the trunk and just focus on the breath. As you breathe out, feel that knee and the thigh easing. Legs, right over left. Draw the knee down. Use the strength of the thigh to take the knee down. Lift the trunk. It's not feeling voice. With your legs out. This time we're going to fold in the left foot and bring it on. If this is difficult, just leave it on the right foot. Throw it towards the abdomen and just shake it out. Move it out to the side of the trunk. Okay. Draw it to the abdomen and shake it out. Your legs once again. Take your legs slightly wider than the hips. Stretch the toes forward. Draw them back. Stretch the toes forward. Draw the toes back. Extend the heels away from you. Stretch out the legs into Upavishta Konasana and do the same. Stretch the toes forward. Now when you draw them towards you and heels away from you, focus on the backs of the legs and the stretch of the thighs. Can you move the thigh down onto the femur bone and lift the chin? Now feel the length from the inner groin to the inner ankle as you extend the heel away from you. So lengthen the insides of your legs, lengthen the outsides of the legs, lengthen the backs of the legs. Breathing in, interlace your fingers, rotate at the wrist, release, and one more inhalation and stretch up. Lengthen from the inner groin to the inner knee, from the inner knee to the inner ankle. The armpit, lift the trunk and gaze forward. Feel the release in the lumbar spine and let the thighs press you down. Lift the trunk. Breathe out and release your hands. Fold the legs in for Baddha Konasana. Change the bind of your fingers. Rotate at the wrist, turn the palms away from you. Breathing in, raise up the arm. A full stretch. So there's a dual action. The thighs move down, the knees move down, the trunk moves up. Now in this pose, can you fold the trunk? Can you breathe in from the hip to the armpit as you take a slow, long, deep breath in? Thighs are active, but the trunk is soft, the trunk is quiet. The right big toe, stretch out the legs. And fold the left leg in. See this Janu Siddhasana preparation. So now the leg is out to the side, there's more width in the hip. Maintaining the extension of the trunk, breathe in and raise up the hips. The right leg is out at least 45 degrees. And the left foot is pressing against the right thigh. Lift the trunk, soften the abdomen. Breathe out, release your hands. If you can, lengthen once again from the inner groin to the inner knee. The straight leg from the inner groin all the way to the ankle. Press the thighs down. Interlace your fingers, rotate at the wrist. Breathe in and raise up. Gaze forward. Lift the trunk out of the hips. Maintain the firmness of the posture using your thighs. And now settle into the pose. Find your breath and release. And change legs. Hold the legs in first. Hold on to your big toes, stretch out the legs. Draw the right foot against the left thigh. Keep the extension from the inner groin to the inner ankle of the straight leg. From the inner groin to the inner knee of the bent leg. Engage both your thighs. Breathe in and raise up the arm. A full extension of the sides of the bottom. Soften the abdomen and stretch it. Breathe in from the hip all the way to the armpit. Stay there. If you can, move the right heel onto its own thigh, creating more space in the hip, more openness. Of the straight leg faces up, interlace. Settle into. Work today is to be more grounded using the thighs, anchoring you down and lifting the trunk. Breathe into the trunk from the hip to the armpit. Your legs, shake out the legs. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the navel, lift the sternum and look up. Feel the upper back muscles rolling down the back as you look up. And as you breathe out, release your chin to the chest. Keep the openness of the chest. Broaden across the collarbones. Soften the abdomen. Breathe in. Slowly raise up your head. And fold the legs in. Hold your legs in and sit in any comfortable posture. But can you now focus in Swastikasana or in Sukhasana, easy pose, whichever is easy for you, place one leg down or both legs down. But focus on lengthening from the inner groin to the inner knee to give you stability in the pose. Anchor your thighs, lift the trunk, soften the abdomen. Place your fingertips on the floor. Stretch out the legs once again. This time, fold your left leg under the right. And fold your right leg over the left. Your feet and press the feet down to lift the trunk. This gives you a good release. The hips, soften the abdomen, lift the navel, lift the sternum. See that both shoulders are equally lifted. You can bend the elbows, it's perfectly fine. But press on the feet. Feel what's happening to the buttock. It's a gentle twisting action. Change legs, stretch out your leg. Fold right over left. and press the feet down to lift the trunk. Lift the navel away from the floor, lift the sternum away from the floor. To learn the action of the thighs and the hips. Press your fingertips on the floor, straighten your legs. This time bring your left under right, right over left. Lean forward a bit, so creating a lift in the buttock. Lean forward a bit, lift the sternum, lift the navel and look up. Walk your hands further forward, pin your fingers down and soften into the pose. Press your feet down, press your fingers down. Feel that release in the buttock. Walk your hands back and float legs. Finding any difficulty or any pinch, you can sit in Sastasana. The work is to start to press the feet down, walk your hands forward, press your fingertips down, move the buttock closer to the floor, lift the sternum, lift the navel. Look up. Walk forward. Down, press the feet down, soften the abdomen. Back. Release your legs. Come to sit. Face the side of your mat, take your knees apart. Join the toes. Stretch forward. Pin your fingers, pin your buttock. Feel that the thighs are actively pushing you down and pushing you back. So move the groin behind you. Move the buttock onto the heel. If you need to use a support, place a support in between your heel and the buttock. Walk your hand forward, pin the buttock down. Walk your hand forward, pin the buttock down. Then release your elbows, release the forehead and become soft. Focus on just the exhalation. Your hands back. Come to lie flat on your back. Keep your knees up and your feet flat on the floor. Now, put your thumb into this joint. The fold of the thigh where the groin area is, and from here fold the legs in. So push the thumb, so lengthen the lumbar. Draw the knees in towards you, move the groins away from you. Imagine your thumb is still there. Soften the legs. Right leg, straighten your left leg. If you have any pinch in the lower back, keep your knees up and your feet flat on the floor. And release, become soft. Raise up your knees one by one, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Up your right arm all the way past the right ear. Roll over onto your right hand side and lie there for a few moments. Press to come to sit. Once again, take your support. Come to sit in Asana. And feel that the area from the inner groin to the inner knee is lengthened, bringing you stability. If you have the flexibility, fold your right leg in, draw your left leg over the right and sit in Ardha Padmasana. So one foot is on top. Gives you more stability. Extend from the inner groin to the inner knee. Now feel the extension of the thighs and the openness of the hips, giving you that firmness to lift the trunk. Lift the navel away from the floor, lift the sternum away from the navel. Eyes closed, focus on it. Feel that you're now sitting more comfortably than you did when you started. And the palms together. Maintain your posture. Maintain the strength of your legs. Feel the connection of the right side and the left side. Now can you subtly lengthen from the inner groin to the inner knee to pin you down, soften the abdomen and lift the trunk. Broaden across the chest, broaden across the collarbones. Feel the openness of the chest, the upper back muscles rolling down the back and become quiet. All the way to the shoulders. Breathe out and soften the abdomen. As you breathe in, slowly raise up your head, release your hands, and open your eyes. Have a wonderful day, and we will meet tomorrow. Thank you.